Welcome to the DSA podcast. I am your host, Sarah Susada.
And I'm your co-host, Jacob Mateo. Sit back and relax. Join us as we explore more about Don Salvador Araneta.
And walk you through the depths of Don Salvador Araneta. Welcome to another episode of
The DSA podcast. Kasama natin ulit ngayon ang mga guest na sila Miss Eliza Guevara and Mr. CG Verano. Hey, welcome back guys.
Welcome back, guys. So on topic natin for today ay ang Dr. Araneta's footprints on the sand of our native land. From a perspective of a former employee of Araneta University, hindi naging maganda ang first impression niya. Bakit nga ba? Kasi pinapasok siya ng Sunday. So, pinapasok siya ng Sunday, no?
Oo, pre, sino ba namang matutuwa na first Sunday mo sa trabaho is Sunday, no? Pero yung bad first impression na to is quickly shattered due to the experiences that she got throughout this career for DSA.
And yan ang magiging topic natin for today, guys.
Ganda ng topic natin.
This article is a truly pure heart of Don Salvador Araneta. He is compassionate and kind, devoted and intimate towards his employees, students, and peers. Ikaw ba, Sai?
For me, no? Ako ko tatanungin na. Na-amaze lang ako kung paano na-manage ni Don Salvador Araneta na mag-build ng university into a great school for every student. No? He has a great moral code in regards to his employees and students. And he also respects their opinions to improve the university. And is able to spend time getting to know the teachers. No? Dr. Araneta also influences teachers and students by showing them how sincere he was to lay a solid foundation in the university. So, kayo ba? Masasabi?
Let's take note na this article is in the wait, nabulal ako.
No problem.
Ulit.
Start
Continue.
Continue ka sa let's take note.
Sorry. Let's take note that this article is in the point of view of former principal Mrs. Yolanda Franco. We can say that parang idol talaga ni Mrs. Franco itong si DSA by reading this article.
And masasabi talaga natin, Mrs. Franco experienced the goodness of Don Salvador Araneta. And I believe that what she experienced with Don Salvador Araneta helped him a lot on the future he become.
Yeah, I agree with that, Drake. And this is someone connected in our first podcast, which is education is a never-ending process. Why? I think because we can see that Dr. Salvador Araneta is a voluminous reader, and one of the ways to continue studying is to read, lagaya ng napag-usapan natin last podcast.
And napansin ko dito na he likes to innovate the production on our local products, no? He had ginger powder processed in the food laboratory and distributed them in small packets. In their time, tingin nila parang ang weird naman kasi ba't namimigay ng small packet of ginger si Dr. Araneta. Pero ang di nila alam is na yung ginger powder pala is popular na sa ibang Asian countries, and it is packaged like a coffee and was commercially exported to other countries.
Maputo lang ito parts kasi even now, the powdered ginger, or you might call it salabat or ginger tea, is still hindi pa rin ganun kalaki ang market sa atin unlike other Asian countries. But still, Don Salvador Araneta somehow innovated its production. He also is keen on following up on tanglad or lemongrass sa mga di nakakalam, and was constantly looking for possibilities for our Philippine products.
Mm-hmm. And a little trivia lang ha, the food technology department in our school, it was formed through the activation of those possibilities for food preparation, like, you know what you call that, calamansi juice and bignay wine, yeah?
Yeah, and we can also see here that Don Salvador Araneta like to preserve or promote the culture of Philippines. For example, tuwing break time, yung mga employees nire-request na magpunta sa gym. Sa gym yun guys to learn Philippine folk dance. Para imbes na nagchichikahan daw sila tuwing break time, isasayaw na lang daw nila.
Yeah, he is also a fun person. He ordered the regular presentation of a concert at the park in their little forestry park on the old campus every Sunday afternoon, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And Don Salvador was also thoughtful naman and concerned about spiritual welfare. During holidays of obligation, yung mga employees ng faculty, binibigyan ng 2 hours excuse leave para umattend ng misa.
And additional sa grade school naman, I read the article na yung Holy Mass, it is a regular feature ng class schedule. Yeah.
And nakita ko din dito na hindi siya fan ng vision, specifically yung smoking. And he tried to convince the college student to stop smoking. In fact, makikita natin to sa educational philosophy niya, where he discouraged the students from acquiring the bad habits of smoking because it would not teach them any good.
Yeah.
Yan talaga ako manigarilyo.
Anyone can agree to that. And I completely agree with that. Kasi, and sinasabi din niya na they will save a lot of money throughout their life by not smoking. Common sense. Don Salvador asked students to figure out how much they can save every day by not smoking, multiply it by 365 days, and multiply it by the average length of their lifetime. And he said, and I quote, "If you invest this amount in business and this is managed diligently and grow, you will become a millionaire by just not smoking." Wow.
Yeah.
So,
At mapapansin din natin dito sa article na to na he is a stickler for punctuality. He usually arrives 10 minutes before any program, mapa children's program pa yan, a convocation or a military review. Lagi siyang on time.
yeah. And I love how punctual person he is, guys. Kasi sa tingin ko, yung iba, time is gold nga. Kaya, elaborate naman natin yung sinabi ni Sai, guys, about the good moral ni Don Salvador Araneta.
Yun nga, sa good morals ni Dr. Araneta. Pagdating sa courtesy, his courtesy is also beyond question. As an executive, as an elderly, and as an administrator, Dr. Araneta had the highest respect for a person and was very polite and with everyone, from a laborer to his foreign guest, from whom he used to show around. And kahit sa pag-confront niya pa nga sa natutulog na janitor during duty hours ay napaka-polite niya pa din.
Napakabait talaga, no?
Yeah, I do get it. We can really say that he appreciates others' opinions and ideas, right? In one instant, when Mrs. Franco was on the way out of the White House, DSA pointed out the little girl and her nursemaid asked Mrs. Franco what are her thoughts about these yayas. Mrs. Franco told him that they play an important role in the lives of the children at their most important age. So I was so amazed by that. So yeah.
Yes, and dahil nga sa conversation na yun, nagkaroon ng encouragement si DSA to start a semester's course in childcare and they were able to graduate 3 students. So bakit nga bang konti? 3 lang. Dahil nung mga time na yun, hindi pa na-appreciate ng mga tao yung special training as caregivers. Pero ngayon, even college graduates, gaya ng nurses and therapists, take din short courses para madali silang ma-employ sa ibang bansa.
No, Jose talaga, I am dumbfounded and still lost for words. Pero, with all that being said, no, I think the image of Don Salvador really represent the image that he built for himself. No? It's the unconditional love and intimacy. He loves people all around him, nakapalibot sa kanya, and that is unconditional. Even though Don
Yeah.
Salvador reached a prideful achievement, he still did not forget his roots and core. He did not let burdens, money, and obligations control him.
Okay. Are you guys? Or gusto nyo pong final takeaways? Anyone?
I do have final takeaways for this
Takeaways.
podcast, like kanina. So
Please do.
I think it is the part of the article where it felt like Don Salvador Araneta could take good care of those people around him. It is what I found most admirable. People will value you as a person if you really have their best interests at heart. Your virtue can also be transformed into genuine kindness. So I think it's extremely difficult to trust people these days, right? So
Yeah.
especially when we do not know them well, and so but however, there are times that we must extend kindness to our in order for us to benefit from it. So yeah. Ikaw ba, Jaika? What's your final takeaways for
Oh,
this podcast?
thank you for your takeaways, Eliza. And it's really captivating when he was being innovative and continuously seeking opportunities for our Philippine product and bringing foreign ones to our shores. He also made an effort to learn about new ideas that he could be found in other nations, which is kailangan talaga natin para makipag-keep up sa ibang bansa, and we need to be more innovative in order us for to be successful.
Tama yung sinabi mo, Jeka, no? Husay. And as for me naman, one of the values of life that Don Salvador had is just like what I said kanina, yung unconditional love. These days, we can ironically say that only dogs can love unconditionally. That is because we have
Yeah.
issues, lack of love and lack of gratitude towards others, no? Nakalimutan natin kung paano magmahal talaga na walang kapalit. But simply reading this article, we can captivate the unconditional love. If he can do that to his peers, students, and even employees, anong pumipigil sa atin para gawin sa mga mahal sa buhay, no?
Yes. So, I guess, guys, this is all for today's podcast. And once again, I'm your co-host, Jeka Mateo.
And this is your host, Sarah Susada.
And see you next time.
Bye-bye!
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.